Alright, here's our box. It just arrived today. It took about 1 week from when I placed the order online, give or take, delivered by FedEx. And you can see it's a pretty large box. So let's get it open and we'll take a look and see what's inside. This might take a few minutes, so I'm going to stop and then resume. Alright, the brown tape is a little bit tougher than I thought. You got a big cardboard sleeve with an internal box and the spray foam packing, which is excellent. So I rate this packing on this as about the best you can get. And there's our gun. In the bubble wrap. So this company, the packing is way excellent on what it is. And there's my other items. So the packing's great. I'm not going to mention any company names until I've completed all the basically the whole thing, tested it and seen what we got, and then I'll probably tell you where I got it, where I bought it. Alright then, let me clear some of this off and we'll unwrap the gun next. Okay, I got the invoice here, and just to see what the shipping charges were. Shipping insurance was $3.85. Signature required was $4.25. An additional handling fee of $8 and a shipping fee of $27.50. Grand total is $43.60 for shipping and handling, which out of a lot of guns I bought from dealers and collectors, antique guns, this was probably the best packed and well protected gun I've ever had shipped to me. It is definitely worth it. I've been charged $40, some people charge $50, and basically it's just jamming it into a long box with a little bit of bubble wrap and some newspaper. This was professionally packed, and the shipping and handling was not outrageous. It's about what everybody else charges you. Well worth the money. Now, I got the gun, it's bubble wrapped. The gun's covered in cosmoline. Thing's covered in grease from one end to the other. And what I got was the English Civil War era musket. Okay, is what it's called. And I was interested in this musket because it's a little bit earlier type. It has a different lock, a little bit different looking. And what is it? Bring it over here. Has basically what they call a dog lock. And at a first glance, it's a little bit rougher, not really rough, not as detailed. Butt plate, everything's covered in grease, so this all has to be degreased. A little boxy on the wood, but see how our lock works. Okay, lock works fine. We'll get into that. Frizzen looks hardened. And there is no vent hole. As you can try to get this up close. there is no vent hole down in there. And the pan looks, it's a little shallow. It's shallower than my other gun. And what you'd have to do is you're going to have to put a 1/16 of an inch hole down in there. And then it'll be ready to fire. That looks okay. Has a little front sight on it. Ramrod. Steel. This is all going to have to be cleaned and spend some time cleaning it. You know, pretty simple bands, just steel bands on there. You can see. And take a look at the trigger guard, trigger mechanism. Get it up there kind of close, get a look at it. Not bad. You know, like I said, I paid a little bit less for it. You know, it's not, they're not as well made or well finished as the Italian copies. I'm going to have to clean this one up. But so far so good. I'm pleased with the deal. It'll be an interesting little thing. We'll get it set up and try to get a few shots out of it. I bought balls and everything else for it because I don't have the molds for this. I'll measure up the bore and then do a little inspection and clean it up. Okay, so probably I'm not going to get to work on this until the weekend, but as I go, I'll put these 2 videos out, and if you have interest, just, you know, stay tuned, and I'll try to, you know, find out once and for all if these replicas are worth the money or not. So far, so good. I'm pretty pleased with the whole thing. Okay.